Have you ever seen one of these before? This is a massage cane or a massage tool, and I've been using this for about a year now. I think these are a great piece of kit if you've got any knots or areas of your body that are quite difficult to get to. Now, normally I would highly recommend a lacrosse ball. I think lacrosse balls are great for self-massage or for getting certain knots out. But there are certain things that a massage ball just cannot do as well as a massage cane. For example, if you're trying to get it into your neck, to use a massage ball, you need to be leaning up against something, which can get difficult if you're out and about, or if you're at home and there's all sorts of things in the way. You've got to then go and find a door frame, and if you're just trying to use it against a wall, then your face is going to get squashed against the wall. So it's like very awkward to use a lacrosse ball. And also, if you're on, say, a sofa and you're trying to use it into your back, the sofa just might be too soft, so you don't really get enough pressure into those areas that you're trying to release. So that's where a massage cane can be very handy. Personally, I'd recommend both. So it's not one or the other. I would definitely suggest getting a lacrosse ball as well. But if you're trying to get a bit of everything, I think this massage cane is brilliant. I bought this originally because I had a very stiff neck. I still do, to be honest. But I use this to get into my neck. So when I'm sitting down at home, I can use this. When I'm sitting at the sofa, I put it into my neck, and then I can press in, and I can move my neck around, find where it's tight, trying to release that, work into the side of my neck, work into the back of my neck. Not just the neck, but I can get it into my upper back as well. So I can hook it over, I can push it into where it might be tight, and I can control it using my hands. So I can find those tight points. You can control where you hold it, you can lever it, and all sorts of different ways of getting into those tight points. This is suitable, in my opinion, for most people. I couldn't really think of a reason why you couldn't use this, apart from if you're quite easily bruised, in which case you would just use it quite gently and build up your tolerance. You can get these pretty easily online. I got this from Amazon. This cost me about £20. In the US, it might be like $20 to $30. You can also get different types of massage canes or massage tools. You can get ones that come apart in half. I chose not to go for one of them because I felt like that could be a bit of a weak point, and I didn't want to be using it and then it just comes apart. So I chose one that was just an all-in-one construction. You can also get something called a Theracane, which is kind of like the OG, the original massage cane of the massage canes. I chose not to get a Theracane because a Theracane is sort of only from here to here. It's only got one hook. So I chose this because it's got two hooks and different shape knobbles or knobbly bits or whatever you would call them. So I felt like I was getting more value for money with one of these compared to a Theracane. Now, I've not been sponsored, I've not been paid to do this video. This is purely because it was a product that I thought would be very useful for you. So if you've got tight parts of your body that you struggle to get into, or you want some kind of relief when you're at home, then this is a really good tool. Now, what you've probably noticed is that there's lots of different knobbly bits all the way around. I don't use all of these. In fact, most of them I don't really use. What I do use is I use the ones at the ends, either the sharper one or the rounder one. And again, sometimes I've used this one as well. It just depends on what the angle is you're trying to get into. So a bit of trial and error with these. But what I have used is the ones where there's two together. So I've used them to get into my neck. So I put that behind me like this. So it'd be in here, and I'd lean up against that, and I push it in, and I try and stretch my neck out as I'm bringing that down. That can feel quite nice. The ones, the little offshoots here, the little stalks, I would use them into something like my pecs, or trying to get into somewhere at the front of my body. You can also use that to get into, say, your abdomen if you're trying to get into your hip flexors. Then we've got the two knobbly bits here at the sort of middle part. I would use that to get into my lower back, but kind of like this, leaning into it like that, sliding it down. The single one I would use for, say, working into my quads. So I'd hold on to both parts of the tool either side, and then I'd use that to work down like I'm massaging a certain part of my leg or calf. And that's pretty much it. This one I've not really used, but I guess you could use that something like you're working into your forearm. You've just got to be a bit creative with this, but you can't really go wrong. You find the area that's tight and you try and find out how you can get the tool into that, press in and just work it. Sometimes what I do is I will use a bit of massage cream or massage wax. So say I'm working my neck, I'll rub it in and then I'll use the tool to then slide along like it's a massage. So if I'm not pressing in and holding, then I might be gliding along the muscle. So what I want you to do is to give it a try. Let me know what you think. If you've got one already, let me know how you use it. I think this would be a really good addition to your recovery toolkit. They're relatively inexpensive. The only thing is that they can take up a bit of space. As you can see, it's quite cumbersome, but it slots into various different gaps quite nicely. So give it a try and let me know what you think. If there's anything else you want me to do a review on, let me know. If I think it's something that you or other people might benefit from, then I will buy it and I will do a review on it. So until the next video, take care, enjoy using your massage cane or massage tool, and I will see you soon.